Hey guys, this is Nintendo Princess, and oh boy. We need to have a chat about ports on the Nintendo Switch. This is a topic that has garnered quite a bit of attention recently, and it has proven to be quite divisive amongst us Nintendrones. Nintendo has already announced several Wii U ports for the Switch: Donkey Kong, Hyrule Warriors, Bayonetta 1 and 2, along with already released ports in the form of Mario Kart and Pokken Tournament. While it is essentially a guarantee that Nintendo will continue to bring over more Wii U gems such as Amiibo Festival, a lot of fans remain disgruntled by this fact. And today I want to talk about whether this outcry is justified. Now, for those of you that have been waiting on my all-important opinion on whether ports are good, yes. The answer is yes, but also kinda no. Now that I've given my clear answer, let's begin. The first argument in the favor of ports is simply that more games on a system is a good thing. As long as it's not shovelware, which these games certainly are not, why would you not want a bigger game library? Especially on a system which people attacked for not having any games.
Where are the video games?
More software should be a welcome addition. This is what encourages consumers to buy and developers to develop, especially those third parties which Nintendo so desperately lacked in the past. This also ties into the fact that porting gives games a second chance at life. I think we're all at a point where we can admit without shame that the Wii U was a failure. Hardly anyone besides a select few hardcore fans ever got one, but it did harbor some truly incredible games. These are games that now people who never got to play them, i.e. everyone, will get to play and appreciate for the first time. What I usually hear to counter this argument is something along the lines of,
"What about me? I bought a Wii U. If you want these games, then buy a Wii U."
yes, we hear you. But nothing is requiring you to buy any game you do not want. The same way you wouldn't buy a new game you don't like, you don't have to buy all these ports coming to Nintendo Switch. Just buy what you want and ignore that which you do not. I'd also like to respond to this by saying that every single one of you watching this video right now want ports. Yes, it's true. I can almost guarantee that you all want ports. That Mario Galaxy HD remake you've all been clamoring for, or the Smash Melee port, why don't you just buy a Wii or buy a GameCube? Because almost everyone wants all their favorite games on their favorite system. That convenience is nice, and nobody should be forced to buy an entire system just to play one or two games. It should also be remembered that porting over games rarely ever takes time away from designing new ones. Nintendo typically leaves porting to companies such as Grezzo. This leaves their own dev teams free to create the shiny new games we all crave. However, having said this, I do believe that we as consumers and gamers must be aware, because ports are dangerous. There's nothing wrong with porting over a couple games. It gives new players a chance to experience them while also making Nintendo a buck. The problem arises when we become overly dependent on ports, and I'm afraid it's already begun. See, Nintendo has followed a sort of schedule for the Nintendo Switch, with one new AAA game releasing every month. This is great, but we've already seen Nintendo start to use ports as their game of the month. Mario Kart took April, Donkey Kong will fill May, along with several others planned. While these ports are typically released as deluxe or definitive editions with added content, the new content is rarely enough to make a purchase worth it if you've already played the original version. Oh. Most people simply accept or even want this reality. People beg for a Smash Bros. Port, and we'd be perfectly content to let this be Nintendo's Game of the Month, or even two. When did we as gamers begin to accept years-old games from companies over new ones? If we continue to accept and support this reality, I'm afraid we could see a toxic pattern start to emerge in the gaming space, in which companies throw us old games packaged for $60 and expect no retribution. Because there won't be any. I leave you with these final thoughts. Ports are good for introducing new players to old games, so enjoy them. But at the same time, be careful, or else we could see the gaming industry change for the worse. Now, I hope you enjoyed my video, and let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are ports sent from hell, or are they just a fun way to improve old games? I want to have a conversation about it. Now, if you liked this video, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and if you didn't, you know what to do. I'll see you again soon.